many franchises. What made this one special?
Oh gosh, so many things. You know, first and foremost, the script was great. I love Jason Reitman's movies, and so the Ghostbusters of it all aside, I thought, what a cool story, and it's really fun. The fact that it was Ghostbusters was amazing, and it's such a historic franchise and a movie that I loved certainly growing up, like everybody else. And the fact that it was going to be done by the original director's son, and so that it became kind of this familial feel. It was like what was happening on screen was also happening off screen. So it was a real honor to be a part of that.
And in the film, you play a cool teacher. Can you shout out any special teachers in your life, mentors, anyone?
Oh my God, you really only need, if everyone's lucky enough to get one or two really great teachers, they make such an impact on your life. And I had a teacher named Sally Shipley, and in Kansas City, and a lot of students would say that she had a real effect on their lives. She completely shaped mine. I went to high school with Jason Sudeikis. He says this, she taught him as well. I think there's something. Sally Shipley is a teacher that thousands of kids in Kansas City would say changed their world.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit about your character and her relationship with Egon Spengler?
Yes, I play Egon Spengler's daughter, though I'm trying to avoid admitting that in the film. I'm a struggling single mom just trying to, make it with her kids.
And what was it like for you to come aboard a Ghostbusters franchise movie?
It still doesn't feel like it's happening, but tonight might change that.
And what do you hope fans take away from this installment?
That it's worth reinvestigating and reinvesting in, and hopefully can continue from here.
Can you speak about collaborating with McKenna? She's such a bright young talent.
She is a bright young talent. You said it. She's extraordinary. We're going to be watching her for the next 50 years.
And Paul, you guys have some fun scenes together. How is working with Paul?
It's a little overwhelming because he's so sexy. It's hard to speak.
I know, fiery, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes.
And then we had some of the original Ghostbusters come on board. That's pretty cool. Can you speak about those moments? Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd.
They're the best. They're the originals. I mean, Dan is the heart of it. He helped write the original film. Bill Murray is Bill Murray. He'll always be Bill Murray. He was Bill Murray on our set, and he will be forever. And of course Ernie, who I also adore, just has a really beautiful, graceful energy and was really welcoming and generous to all of us.
And also you have the Reitman duo, the father-son duo, both very hands-on with this project, of course. Speak about collaborating with both of them.
I loved watching them together because there's so much respect there, and they were able to disagree respectfully. And I know Ivan's so proud, and it's been a real pleasure to watch Jason enjoy the fruits of his labor.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you. So appreciate it.
How did it feel channeling the mannerisms of Ramus's performance into your role, if you did?
I think that, as much as the character was a granddaughter of Egon, I think she was kind of her own character, so mixing his, the character's obviously very heavily inspired by him, but it was really cool to be able to create my own kind of stuff as well. But if you watch, I tried to mirror and kind of make it very reminiscent of Harold as much as I could, while not trying to copy him,
How did it feel donning the proton pack and helping carry the legacy of the Ghostbusters?
Oh, I cried all the time, happy tears every day on set. I'd go home and I'd be like, is this real? It was insane. Whenever I went to the chemistry read, I actually wore a proton pack, and I went to the car and I was like screaming. I was like, God, even if I don't book this film, I feel honored to have been in the room with Ivan and Jason Reitman and to wear a proton pack. It's honored.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
We're not going to do spoilers, but there is a wonderful scene in the film. How does it feel for you, you know what I'm talking about, as a part of this franchise to deliver such a heartstring-pulling moment?
I'm so happy that the movie's happening. I'm so happy that it's as good as it is, and fans have been wanting it for a long, long time. Jason Reitman, who was 6 years old when we did the first movie, just showed up and was amazing. So, but there's so many loving scenes in it, but it's a real tribute to Harold Ramis, too, who's no longer with us, but Harold was the glue that pulled it all together.
Tell us a little bit about your character and his role in Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, he's a very outgoing guy, very extroverted. He's funny when he doesn't want to be. People kind of make fun of him, but he believes in conspiracy theories, and honestly, I just really adore his character. I think I found him really well, and yeah, that's pretty much Podcast.
Your character is also a true scene stealer and has some fun moments in the film. Was it a fun set to work on, and what were some of your favorite moments?
It was such a fun set. I mean, every day was like a new experience, and I would see something new. I never thought I would ever be in a movie, so it was pretty crazy. I'd say my favorite time is at the very end of the movie. You'll see, but I was covered in makeup that took like an hour, and being covered in that was uncomfortable, but it came out so well, and I had so much fun in it. So, yeah.
If you were to do a podcast about anything now, what would it be about?
Man, I'd talk about everything podcast talks about. So I'd say conspiracy theories. There it is.
And how does this Ghostbusters build on the legacy of the previous ones?
Well, you don't just have the old gadgets, but you also have the same characters. You have just the nostalgia, the feel of the movie. You got the comedy, you got the horror, and we just really bring that out and we relive it. And you have Egon's family who actually come to the story, and that's really just what connects everything together and brings out the Ghostbusters.
What do you think new fans who may be introduced to Ghostbusters will love most about this film?
Well, I mean, you really don't even have to watch the old one to see this new one, which is just a nice thing to have, especially for a sequel. But just having everybody in there, comedy geniuses like Paul Rudd and Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, just having them in there, I think that really helps. And then you can have the action side. It just looks great.
How was working with McKenna?
Oh, she's so fun. We're just best friends. Like day one, we were best friends, and in the movie you can see our chemistry is really, really, really good.
Yeah, you guys are cute together. Can you speak about collaborating with Jason Reitman?
Jason, he gave me like a few just ground set rules on my character, and he just let me go. He let me do some, I gave him some ideas, and he just kind of put them in, and they worked. So I was really happy.
So you mentioned them before, Paul Rudd, Bill Murray, and Dan, the legends of cinema. What was it like working with them?
It was like a mini acting class. I mean, I was walking the set, and I would just watch their acting and how they did it, and I really wanted to just learn and become just as good as them. So it was cool.
And you said you weren't sure you'd be an actor. What does that mean? Were you having trouble with auditions, or what does that mean on your journey?
Well, my mom would always be oh, I don't know if you can make a living off of acting and all that stuff. I grew up, I did 8 years of dance, and so I was used to the stage, and I always wanted to do acting, so when I went into it, I did theater, and then I moved into TV film, and I kind of just wanted to keep going.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How did it feel for you to helm this continuation of a popular franchise that your father once helmed over 30 years ago?
I mean, it was intimidating, it was a thrill, and I got to make a movie with my storytelling hero, who happens to be my dad.
Without any spoilers, there are plenty of moments in the film that will give people true goosebumps, so to speak. Can you tell us about your approach to constructing certain scenes?
Well, we just studied the original Ghostbusters. We did an archaeological dig on everything that is Ghostbusters. We wanted to make a movie that reminded you everything you love about this franchise, with new characters, on a new adventure, in a new place.
What would you say to fans who are just learning about Ghostbusters now through this movie?
Well, that's okay. Look, whether you've seen Ghostbusters 1,000 times or this is your first journey into this mythology, we've made a Ghostbusters movie for you.
Thank you so much.
Sure thing.
It's been a journey getting to this installment. How excited are you to finally bring it to audiences?
I'm thrilled. We had the movie ready about a year ago, and we're dying to show it because we knew how good it was. And so finally to be here tonight is kind of a thrill.
What would you say your son brought to the franchise in his directing and his vision?
Well, he's really talented, and he has a great sense of humor. He took what we were doing sincerely, and I think he's a great director and a great writer.
How does it feel to see Ghostbusters grow into this generation-spanning franchise?
I love it. We all just sort of jumped into it in 1983. It came out in 84, and it's amazing how it hung in.
What do you hope is next for the franchise?
Well, I think there's lots of stories to tell, and I think Jason and Gil, the other writer, are really thinking about it in a very serious, good way.
This might be a hard one, but what's your favorite Ghostbuster moment out of all the movies?
I can't. It's all together in my soul, It's it's not easy to divide that out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And so tell me about Braun coming on to produce this project.
Well, we're a part of this movie, which is great, and we're very proud to be part of it. Jason Reitman is a friend. This is now our third movie with him, and it's always been fun. It's an incredible experience working with the Reitman family, with both father and son this time. And we're just pleased to be part of it, and it's a great movie. It's super special.
And you guys also have House of Gucci as well coming out. Can you speak about that project?
You want to speak? I guess equally excited to be part of that film too. Like, incredible filmmaker. We're very proud to be in business with MGM on a lot of movies, in addition to Sony on this film and others. And honestly, like, that movie is going to be a difference maker, I think, over the next few months. People are going to see that film as helping reset where the world is going. This film and that one together. It's going to be good.
Anything you'd like to add?
Not to mention the incredible cast members for each film, so we're very excited to see the talent on screen and to celebrate with everybody.
I agree.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet
Thank you, and lovely to meet you.
So what brings you out here to the premiere today?
私は日本の声優として今回この作品に参加しています。ミニマシュマロマン役とラスボスの声をやっているのでここに遊びに来ました。
I happen to be doing the Japanese dub version of the Ghostbusters, Afterlife. Mini Marshmallow Man and the ultimate boss. That's what she's doing, the voiceover. That's why I came to take a look at the world premiere of the Ghostbusters.
And so I heard you're a pretty famous comedian in Japan. How did you get your start in comedy?
日本ではすごく有名なコメディアンということらしいんですけれども、一体どうやって始められたんですか？
日本で？
そう、日本で。In Japan, right? You mean?
Yeah.
日本で、18歳の時に東京に行って芸人やりたいっつって芸人の事務所に入りました。
Okay, so when I was 18 years old, right after high school, I decided to go to Tokyo, and I want to become a comedian. So I went to knock on the door, and went to the some production company.
日本で有名なコメディ事務所に入りまして。
So she knocked on the door of the most famous the production office in Japan for the comedians, and that's how she became a comedian.
That's incredible.
すごいですね。
And so I heard you moved to New York and you're trying to break into Hollywood now. What are your hopes for being in New York?
で、なんか最近ニューヨークに移られたっていうことなんですけど、
はい。
で、ニューヨークに移ってどういったことをやっていきたいと思ってますか？
そうですね、いつか英語で人を笑かす仕事をしたいんですけども、今はまだ英語喋れないので、なので今結構ファッション系の喋らなくても、お仕事をさせていただけるファッション系のお仕事をしています。
Okay. So ultimately, what I want to do is improve my English so that I'm going to be able to make people laugh in English. But my English level is not that quite far yet. So at the moment, I'm doing some sort of fashion-related stuff that in which I don't really have to talk too much. Yeah, but ultimately, what I want to do is just not comedy or whatever to make people laugh in English. That's what I want to do.
Who are your favorite U.S. comedians?
アメリカのコメディアンで一番好きなのは誰ですか？
あの人誰だったっけ？私はすごいサタデーナイトライブが大好きで、サタデーナイトライブに出ている女の人の芸人。前回のゴーストバスターズにも出ていた。
レスリー・ジョーンズじゃなくて、白人の方の人。
はい。そう。もう一回いきますね。I love Kate McKinnon.
Oh, Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
From Saturday Night Live.
Right.
Yes.
Saturday Night Live.
Okay, cool. Saturday Night Live. So let's manifest you'll be on Saturday Night Live one day.
じゃあ、ぜひサタデーナイトライブに出演していただけるように。
はい、頑張って勉強します。英語も。
I'm gonna study English, and so that I'm gonna be able to appear in Saturday Night Live and speak in English. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.